Hey there, I'm WolfTamerPlays. I've been on YouTube for about 4 years, and my favorite content to make over that time have been Minecraft Machinimas. I've made 2 Minecraft Machinima series with a 3rd installment in the works. The first being the Guardians of the Ancient Relic, the second being the Keeper of the Peace, and finally, the Obsidian War, which hopefully should be releasing this year. I've always been a fan of Minecraft Machinimas, especially the ones that don't overhaul a lot of the game's natural features. And don't get me wrong, they have enjoyable plots, but I find myself enjoying the ones that use the vanilla features more. And quick disclaimer, I will be talking about Java Machinimas, but there are definitely several things that could apply to Bedrock Machinima making as well. So in this video, I will be talking about the methods that I use to make my Minecraft Machinimas, from movements to mods. Starting off with the most important part, script writing. Whenever I make a script for a machinima, I create several categories in the script document to help me find everything way easier. If you're wanting to make an episodic machinima, I would recommend putting each episode into a different chapter on the side of the document. I put my scene ideas below the script, my line ideas below that, and the music and its crediting below that. And it ends up looking like this. Once I've written down ideas and built off of them to the point that I want to follow through with my machinima, then I start finding fitting music. Now music, for me, this is the most difficult part of making a Minecraft machinima other than the editing, which can vary in difficulty depending on how ambitious the machinima is. I use the site KH Insider. To find it, you have to specifically search KH Insider Music, and I use this site for a lot of my music. It allows free downloads for a large variety of video game music. It doesn't have music from more recent games like ones in the Sonic franchise, but it does have music from games like Halo, Minecraft, Smash Bros. Ultimate, Minecraft Dungeons, and a lot of fan games, like Sonic Before and After the sequel, and Sonic and the Fallen Star. And if you don't want your machinima to have video game music, I would probably recommend a site like Pixabay. You could also use the YouTube music selection in YouTube Studio. Just be sure to turn on your filter for your preferred music genre for the scenes that you're doing. Otherwise, you're probably going to be there forever. Music selection definitely varies in how long it takes. For the Guardians of the Ancient Relic, I had majority of the music selected, but sometimes I had to find music that fit the scene better than the previous selected ones. And I'm not always the best at planning ahead with music. Sometimes I find music in a pinch when I'm in the middle of editing, which I generally would not recommend, but hey, it works when I need to do it. I find maps on Planet Minecraft and skins on Skindex. Next up, the player actions. I take a different approach to what I assume is the regular way of performing these. I record the voice lines and the player actions separately. Why, you may ask? Calling someone on an app like Discord and having Minecraft up has a much larger chance of Minecraft having a lower frame rate. I find recording voice lines before the actions ideal, since you can remember you or someone else's exact enunciations and sync your actions to them. This isn't as important for simpler movements like turning, but for walking and especially head nodding as I call it. Take a look at this clip and see what I mean. Notch's final order to me was to go to the Farlands. When he's ready, he'll find me there. Now, despite what I said at the beginning of this video, I do believe that mods make machinimas look better. I use 2 of them, the replay mod and the UFPS Chocopic 13 Edit Shader Pack. I also use the complimentary Reimagined Shader Pack for some of my thumbnails like my 500 subscriber special and this one. Quick note, I would not recommend complimentary Reimagined for an average PC recording. It looks amazing, but kills the frame rate for machinimas. To use the UFPS Shader Pack, I need Iris and Sodium. For the Replay mod, I need the Fabric Installer and Loader. Before I get to how the Replay mod works, I need to address important information. The Replay mod will not work if you have Optifine installed, even if you're not using them at the same time. But you can use Optifine if you're not using the Replay mod for some reason. So what I did was move Optifine to a temporary mods folder for whenever I want to use it again. The Replay mod works like a mixture of Spectator mode and Premiere Pro. When you're filming your character actions, enter the pause menu and hit start recording. The recording is automatically set to start if you enter your world, but you can switch it off if you would like. To view your recording, exit the world, go into the Replay mod button in the menu, and you can enter your recordings and move around to your heart's content within the boundaries of the render distance, which you can technically go past, but it'll just be kind of nothing, so there's not really a point in doing that. You could do several still shots and not have to worry about all the more complicated stuff, but if you are interested in the more complicated stuff, then here is what you do. You can choose at least 2 specific points on the timeline and set the position and the time keyframes. You drag the bar at the top to the beginning of your clip and then hit the play button to review your footage. Once you're happy with it, you can render it to the replay folder in your Minecraft files. Keep in mind that no microphone audio will be picked up. Additional side note, while in spectator mode, you can use the scroll wheel on your mouse to adjust your speed. And with the keybinds in the control section of the menu, you can set up the cinematic camera, which makes your movements from side to side slow and cinematic. Hit whatever key you assigned it to turn it on and off. Convenient. Now, how do you find the files? Great question, I'll show you. PC users, you guys have it pretty easy. Hold the Windows button and then hold the R button with it, also known as Windows plus R, and then type %appdata %/Minecraft/replay_videos/ into the search bar at the bottom left of the screen. I promise you this really is easy. And Mac users, go into the Minecraft launcher, hit Installments, hover over any version and hit the file icon on the right, and find the Replay Videos folder. My primary go-to for replay shots in the Keeper of the Peace were slow zoom-ins. I won't go over every shot type that I did because that would take too long, but I made sure to change up the camera angle the majority of the time, although reusing a shot does work for a lot of scenes. And finally, the editing. The time to put together everything that you've been picturing and fulfill your desire to make a Minecraft machinima. As mentioned previously, I use Premiere Pro to make my machinimas. I learned a lot of what I know from Finzar. He's a really good editor and really entertaining as well, and his tutorials are definitely worthwhile if you aren't sure how to do that much in Premiere. However, the element that makes everything look better than it already is are the movie bars, also known as the crop tool. I will say that I know that there are a lot of people who don't like movie bars, but for me, I think that they add extra flair to the machinima. You don't need to add the crop effect to every video, thankfully. Put your videos in the timeline, right click here, click adjustment layer, drag it onto the timeline, click this arrow, click effects, search crop, and drag the effect onto the adjustment layer. Then you go to effect controls, scroll down, and adjust the top and bottom selections to 12. And boom, movie bars. For the credit sequence, I don't use scrolling so that I can sync the text coming in to the music. And last, but certainly not least, I used this site for my machinima logos. You do need Photoshop to use this, and once you go in, you go to the tab on the right, write in the black text, save it, and switch back to the first tab, export it, and your logo will be complete. And that's about it. Everything that I do in the making of a Minecraft machinima. Thank you all so much for 641 subscribers, that is insane. I'm so grateful for how many of you are sticking around, and with Obsidian War and Sonic and Tails Across the Multiverse installments on the way, there's a lot to be hyped for. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye. Yo, let's go, it's Spooderman. Yeah.